I got it.
Only got it.
Anything, yo, you ever have this?
So if it's, let's say if it says it's
Watermelon,
the second
Red
verse,
Bull, refresher.
then it's above the first verse, it doesn't matter, right? It's above the second
Oh, yeah,
verse.
yeah, as long as it's.
You don't gotta bring it back down.
No, wherever, if it's way up here, then you don't need to worry about it.
At Wawa.
Take notes. You have these shit to say.
Watermelon, Red Bull, and then.
That's four.
That's four, right? Monster tastes like acid.
You don't fucking tap it out.
John, I see you.
You drink Monster like Red Bull?
Yeah, when they don't have the Red Bull watermelon. What is you talking about?
I'm talking about regular ass Red Bull, not Red Bull watermelon. You don't like the regular Red Bull, man.
Alright, this is it, man.
Oh, you, bro. You.
It's like,
Look at this. Look at this.
That's it? So it was 1 amp, and it came up to 70,
It was 50.
But they got all.
and it goes over to.
There was one.
I thought it was 45. I got you.
Blueberries are.
Yeah, that's.
I got it wrong.
Oh, shit.
Bro, that's too big right now. It was 25 amps above the first verse, not
Yeah.
Like say in here.
Was that 10? Was that 10?
He's trying to be up there.
This is number
Yeah.
18 feet.
Yeah.
Alright, that's just.
Bro, you just keep saying the dumbest shit.
Yeah, to go back up.
It tastes better.
I brought it up to 10.
Yeah, so instead of,
That's-
but you gotta hit all this curve right now.
Or they
Hell
taste the
no.
same.
10.
Nah, bro, put 10.
Go back
Because
up.
doesn't it go, doesn't it, like,
No, it's still over the, the 12.
What the fuck?
nah, but I brought it up with the
One
curve.
regular.
Would
We drink them
you
just
bring it
every
up
day.
to like with the
Yeah.
diagonal?
He drinks them every day, talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, wait, so, wait, I shouldn't have wrote,
He gonna have already exactly.
you're right.
Which one?
So,
Is it 10?
it actually, it is 10.
No,
So you bring this over to 18 over.
Yeah.
You don't just go straight up to curve
And you
one.
go
Bring it
right
up, bring it up to
up.
curve. Well, you
He's
can.
He's
So the question was, it says it's 18
Yes.
feet, right? And it said 25 amps. And it said, what, I'm looking for the wire size. And you guys don't need no help on this, right? You guys got it down packed? You good?
These I got, yeah.
Use the easy ones.
What's the amp?
Huh?
What are we finding? The amp, the wire size, right?
Yeah,
What's the amp?
you're finding the wire size.
25?
So, the amps were 25. The amps was 25, it was 18 feet, and you needed to know the wire size, so that's what I was saying, you brought the 18 over, so you got like right here, and then you gotta go above the curve. So that was 11, right? So the next one, what's the maximum wire size of the number 16 cables? So it's, you circle the 16 cables, then it says it's 14 volts and 20 amps.
Nah, you just look like that. I'm waiting for you to say.
You marked these already?
He's got it, he got it.
Oh, you didn't mark them.
Nah, that ain't me, bro. That's too old for late night.
What's the next thing you're doing today, man?
So anything else? You guys got all these down?
Yeah.
Not on that list.
The BMEP.
Anything specific?
Just like they said the last question.
Just the last couple of questions.
What about these? Fuel consumption?
These multiply, right?
What?
No, you find the first one, you find the second one.
You multiply the
Yeah, it does
horse,
say full.
you multiply the brake.
You just find the first one, find the second one, third one, you find the full, so that's where you multiply, right? Yeah, this one.
Which one only that to multiply?
So, yeah, it was
I
asking for
multiply all of
fuel
them.
consumption, so you had to multiply, right?
All of them?
All of them,
Yeah, I multiply. I get that
the
wrong.
last one, did it. The last
Yeah, 16 to 20.
Oh, no,
Darsh spent all his parents' money on Viva.
So it says using the at full throttle at 2300.
He said V-Bucks.
So you came to this 2300, full throttle, so you had like
I don't
0.52.
think we're not gonna all done.
That's on the sheets.
You gotta play that Roblox.
Yes, I think we're done.
I was playing,
0.53, and then 2300 full throttle, times 165.
I don't even play from the Warzone. And it's, yeah, they use straight from that fire button.
So that's how you would get that one right. And then all of them, you just put in there, because that says full throttle, so I made sure I used the top one. And this says use propeller load.
Yeah.
164.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, if you put 163, 164, 165.
And I have 152.
If you're close, it's not a, so right, you came up here, and at 2300 RPM, it was that. If you put 164, 165, 166, all of them are gonna be right. Same for this one, if you put 143,
As long as it's in the range.
so if you put 140, I put 143 times 0.47.
Yeah, I had 142, 148.
Yeah, 48, 47. These numbers, it could be 142, 43, 44, 45. This could be 46, 47, 48. Why do you say that? Because it's just how you come up and look at this chart. If you're close, you'll get credit for it. If you're too far off, if you're in a different category, you're not gonna get it, because it says 2500 RPM, right? So 2500 RPM is right there, and it says propeller load, so right there, you should have 46, 47, 48, depending on where you're gonna go over, this kind of way. Right, so if you use any of them, you're fine, and then if you came up and you used 143, 142, 144, any of them would be fine, right?
Right.
So you have to go both directions though, right? You have to go, if it says fuel consumption, you have to multiply the two numbers. Same thing with this. This just says how much horsepower is being made, so they tricked you. If you did this and you calculated the actual fuel consumption, that's fine. If you did more work than you needed to, because it just asked you at full throttle at 2400 RPM, it's asking you what is the horsepower, right? So 2400.
Yeah, I think I had 169.
Yeah. So if you put 169 or 170 or 168, that would have been right. Right?
Man.
Or 170.
Oh,
so
that's
either
our- oh,
68,
okay.
69, 70. Find the propeller load fuel consumption, so this time you have to multiply the two.
165.
Propeller load 2600.
I had like 160.
So at 2600, I came up and I got this, because it says,
0.50. I think I have
Yeah.
162 or 161.
161, 162, 163, 50, 51, 52,
And I had
those
80.
whole range of numbers, right?
I think I had 80.5. Wait, point. I think that would be at 80.5.
And you can't forget your decimals, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I said, this could be 161, 162, 163, and this number could be 51, 52, 53, 49. So as long as you're in there, you're gonna get credit for it, right? And then this one you had to do it twice. You already did this once, and we said, say this was 80. Or if you put 81, 82, 83, anything close to that, and then we had to do it again. And I think the second time I figured it out to be about, for me it was about 95, 94, 95, 93, anything close, minus 80. So you should have about 14, 15, 16. This would have been 15. Like I said, if you had even 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in there, you would have had it right.
Wait, I definitely got that wrong. Wait, what did you do?
Look
So
at my paper.
this was already the answer, right? Then we had to do this again in propeller.
How much more fuel?
Yeah, full throttle.
Man,
I'll pick up.
Wait, I didn't do that. I did the two,
you did that shit?
Points are relief for that one.
Check your
Yeah, I got
phone.
.08, it was like
No.
80.
I don't think you did that shit, bro. That answer
Yeah,
stuff was
0.05.
fucking around, man.
I did these two.
Like the max for these two.
But it says the fuel, you wanted to know how much more fuel.
Bottom
burned,
line,
though. So
right?
you had to actually calculate the whole thing.
Was theirs even right though?
They said the propeller, something that line is fuel.
Them shits didn't look right, man. I
Alright,
put
so
it,
how much more fuel, I'm looking at one of your guys, how much more fuel is burned at full throttle than at propeller load, at 2,600 RPM? Then it says full throttle minus propeller load
Yeah,
equals.
and that's what we did. We
what
did,
I put on, Mr. Ellis?
We did
I
propeller.
got it right.
No, wrong.
No, y'all not this right.
Remember this one?
I got it right.
Yeah, your numbers are off, but you did it right, so.
But number 20, right?
You did it twice, you actually took, so you took the full throttle and you subtracted the propeller load. You just used this, you used 96,
Oh,
and I used 95, and then you used 86, and I used 80, so.
oh yeah, it's a little bit off, man.
I think he said, it was 2,600, right?
Yeah, 2,600.
How much was it? How much was it?
Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah, for 8,600.
Let me see.
The 2,600 at full throttle, it would have been this one, like 5.
Oh, you don't have to plug it in.
Yeah, you already did it once.
We talked about the best.
Yeah, this you can't follow this
Why?
shit,
How
bro.
could you
It's
do the
not,
bottom?
all of them not right, correct.
You had to do it once at full throttle, and then you
So
had to do it
who
once
does
at
that?
propeller
Who did
load.
that?
Because the question says how much more. So the only way to figure out how much more is you would have to do it twice.
We did.
Somebody uploaded it. Yeah, you can't follow it all the time, though.
What we did. No, it says full throttle.
Yeah, that would have been, the one is propeller load.
That's a good website, though, but
And then you come
if
up
you
with.
don't understand it, the better you
So
wax.
calculate, if you do full throttle, it's about 95.
We might go into the general exam and don't know what the hell to do, you feel me?
Yeah, you had to, well, you had to do the whole
You
thing.
need to know, cause I was just guessing this stuff.
You just did this,
I
you just did this.
was reading it, and I know you're gonna go over, cause I failed that other test.
You had to do it.
The one you
Yeah,
get
you
the
had to
70
You
on.
already knew the answer.
I failed that.
Because that was in question 19.
Oh, you did it yesterday. So,
So you only had to do it
no, I
again.
left. So if you copy my paper, you would have failed. You get it? So I'm gonna do it over today. Hopefully I get the 70, you know what I'm saying?
So what about this engine pressure chart?
This thing, I really don't know. I put 3,000.
It's the LS. What number was these for? These
The
for
last.
21, 22.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah, on the cops. I've got the same way how we calculated this.
Bro, your name is literally Bo Rat, bro. Shut the fuck up.
So you see this, you guys? I mean, I just did it, blew it up a lot bigger so I could see it, right?
Yeah.
So you could do it on your, computer, it's gonna be bigger too. So it said 1,500 brake horsepower, it said 2,000 cubic inches, so I'm bringing 1,500, where do those two lines intersect, right here?
Oh, 3,000.
And then it said 2,400 RPM, right?
Oh, that's a,
Nah, I'm just, yeah,
so
alcohol.
what's the answer?
Yeah, y'all heard about Henry Jones?
How much you got?
Henry Jones?
Never heard.
So if you put 245 to 255, you would've got it right.
Everybody hold on.
This doesn't have to be right on because there's a range. If you guys put anywhere here, 245 to 255,
Yeah,
it wasn't right on, like that. It's off.
I put 3,000.
The way you see it's a little bit,
Oh,
and it's at 2,400 RPM. It's probably
what
like a
those
little
first,
bit.
the
That's
ones
why I
that
give
I
you
gave
that range.
you, the truest.
But if you tell me it's 275 or 225, it's wrong, right? I'll give you all of these in here, 245 to 255, and 260. These are probably a lot easier if you do it on your computer and you blow it up like I just did. Because it's hard to see that piece of paper. So what about number 22? It says, I have 200, if you have 250, what's the brake horsepower? So now it's, and this one they're doing it a little bit backwards, right? Because it's asking me what's the brake horsepower if I'm at 250 BMEP. So they already gave you this. And it says it's 2,300 RPM. So I'm on this line and I'm coming up until I get 2,300 RPM, which is here, right? 2,300 RPM.
Yeah.
It's going to be in between these two. Oh, so it's actually, it's up here. So everybody saw what we did? We took 250 BMEP, they gave us that, and they said go to 2,300 RPM. So I'm at 2,300 RPM. Then it says I'm at 2,800 cubic inches. So I come across until I get 2,800 cubic inches is right there.
It's like 2,200, right?
No, 2,000.
How's it 2,000 if it's to the right?
You know, it is.
Oh.
You got it
Say
right?
you go to like, you're saying it's 2,000, but
It
then
is
the line
2,000.
was to the right of 2,000.
It is. I know you're talking about like they get it for that term.
I think it's 2,000.
It's 2,000. What are you talking
Yeah, that's the answer.
The lines aren't given you a spot on the thing, that's the problem.
It is.
There you go.
2,000 feet.
So if you put 1,900 to 2,100 to 18, you would have got it right? The textbook says, the key says 2,000, but if you're in that range, you're gonna get it correct.
Yeah, I got 2,000.
You're gonna have different answers, but that's fine, as long as you're not, if you're telling me it's 2,500 or 1,500, it's wrong. If you're anywhere from 1,900 to 2,100 is right. So the last 23, mean. So what's the BMEP? The question is kind of stupid. It says mean effective pressure if the engine has 2,000 brake horsepower. So this time they're telling me it's 2,000 brake horsepower. It has 2,800 cubic inches, 2,600 RPM. So, right, anything about 220, 215, everybody got that?
Yeah.
And the last one, so it says, what's the BMEP for 25? It says, if I have 1,800 horsepower. So, I'm at 1,800 horsepower right here, right, because the middle is 1,750. If the halfway is there's,
Each line is 50, right?
each line is 50, right, exactly. So 1750, this must be 1,800, right?
Yes.
2,000 cubic inches. The first line there. Then it says 2,800 RPM. So 245 to 255, right? It would be right. So we'll grade this after your I didn't grade it yet, so you're gonna have to grade it.
Yeah, at lunch I gotta speak to you about it, that's all.
Okay.